All right, so now let's create the access list now. Since both the ASs have been configured now we can go ahead and create the access list. So before we create the access list, we just have to fix our routing because on the outside interface, we don't have any default gateway. So if I want to communicate with 30, my ASA doesn't know anything about it. So let's fix the routing first. So I will go to the configuration I'm currently on the ASA 1 now. So if I go to my static routes, so I will click on add over here and I will say that I want to create the route for the outside. Network will be 0.0.0/0, or you can see that select any four. It's up to you. So if we click on this one, a box should open. There are some objects created over here. So I will select that object if you like. And the gateway, I don't have any object for the gateway. So you can create the gateway. I will say that ASA2 outside interface. That should be 210.100.1.2 ASA2 outside interface. So I don't want to do the NAT right now. So I will just click on OK. And I will click on this one, select this one and select. You see that? So it's like instead of providing the IP address, I'm just providing the objects. Okay, so I will click on OK and apply, click on save. Let's go back to the ASA2. We will configure in a different way. So in the ASA2, this one is ASA2. If I go to the configuration routes, static routes, you see, click on add. And here I will say the same thing outside 0.0.0/0. Default gateway will be 210.100.1.1. So this is the another way you can go ahead and create. So in the first time I have used the object, this time I'm using the IP addresses. Click on OK, apply, click on save. Now let's go back to the ASA1 now because that's where everything is. Now I want this PC to communicate with 1.1.1 and 2.2.2. So basically I want to do the configuration on the ASA1. I don't require anything to do on the ASA2. So I'll go to the ASA1, make sure that I'm on ASA1. Let's go back to the configuration and where we can find the access list. So click on firewall and here you do have access rule. So I will click on add access rule. I will say that source, I know the source, 30.0.0/0 network. There are no users, no security group. Destination will be any, but I want to allow only 1 and 2. So I will create an object for that one. So I will create a network object and this one should be 1.1.1. Name will be one network and the IP address will be 1.1.1. And I will create one more network object that will be two network that should be 2.2.2. But I want to select both of these. So I will go ahead and create an object group. I will create an object group known as the secure network. And I will select this one and this one, these two. And click on OK. And now I should have an object group as a secure network. Click on OK. So currently I'm saying that the source will be 30.0.0.0. Destination will be any of those 1.1.1 or 2.2.2. I want to allow, and I want to allow which type of traffic. So if I click on this one, I do have what type of traffic you want to allow. So I will say that HTTP traffic on port number 80 or port number 443, it's up to you. So I'm allowing only port number 80. I want to enable the logins. If I go to more options, enable the rule. Direction is in or out. So what is the direction? It's coming inside. So it's an incoming traffic, not going outside. So from the ASA2, I'm coming inside to the ASA1. So this is the incoming traffic. So I will select the interface as outside because I want to apply this rule on the outside interface. Click on OK and apply and save. So if I go back to my ASA1 now, so if I say that show access list, I should see that access list. Strange. All right, so all done. So I will go ahead and first I will make my inside, that is IP HTTP server, IP HTTP authentication local, username will be Cisco, privilege will be 15, and password will be Cisco. So I will do the same thing for the DMZ, IP HTTP server, IP HTTP authentication local, username will be Cisco, privilege will be 15, and password will be Cisco. Save it. So let's go back to our PC, take the console, and I will assign the IP address for this one. 30.0.0.1/34 IP route at default via 30.0.0.254. And if I say ping 30.0.0.254, I should be able to ping. And after that, I will go ahead and I will just type in 1.1.1, and that should allow. So routing has been taken care. So if I come back here, yep, HTTP permit. So click on edit. Let's see. So interface is outside. Incoming traffic, that is also true. And if I click on advanced, nothing to do. That's okay. So if I come back to ASA2 and if I say that show route, I make sure that I do have a default route. If I say ping 210.100.1.1, yes, I'm able to ping. So inside network, I do have a default route, so not a problem with that one. ASA1 show access list. Okay, so it's not pushing the access list here. Okay, let me delete that one, apply, okay, save. Let's add one more time. Access rule will be the inside outside. Action will be permit. Source will be, I said any. Let me select the any. Destination will be the secure network, and the connection will be HTTP port number 80. Okay, so service, I will just enable rule. So source service can only be predefined service type of TCP or UDP. If source service is defined, the destination service cannot contain subs. So we are doing nothing over here. Click on enable, click on edit, and click on save. So let's see whether that has pushed or not. Show access list. So let me verify if I am on the ASA1, right? ASA1, that's correct. Access rule, yes. So applied on the outside interface, source will be any. Destination will be this one, TCP, HTTP, and it should allow. Let me reset, add one more time. Source will be any. Destination will be, this one will be HTTP. Apply, save. Okay, now it has pushed. I'm not sure why it did not push previously, but now it has pushed the access list and it is now applied. So let's go back to the and do a refresh, and now you see that I do have it's just a glitch, so that should be fine. So if I say that show IP HTTP server history, and now I should see that access taken by this. So this is the inside network. Let's go ahead and do the DMZ. And now you see that Cisco system. Okay, I did DMZ, select this one. And if I do the same thing, show IP HTTP server history. And now you see that I'm able to communicate. All right, so that was with the ASDM. So you can do a lot of things, but I have just showed you the basic thing, how you can add multiple devices and how you can just go from one device to another device easily. All right, but you do have many things. You can do the NAT rules, you can do the URL filtering and everything. So it's like many things you can do it over here. All right, so I hope this was informative for you, and thank you.